Hey there boys and girls, like Skillfaggy here and welcome back to another Counter-Strike Global Offensive video. So today I'm going to give you guys some tips for Awping outside as a CT on Nuke. You basically got 4 primary spots and 2 secondary spots. So the first and most common spot is of course the right side of garage right here. Because in this spot you're basically able to get lots of intel. You will see if they're pushing behind T-Red right there. You also will be able to usually get the first pick. I usually hug this corner right here. Or better said, line those up, because I don't want to get jump scouted or boost shot. This is good for playing passively and defensively, however, you're losing intel on sneaky spot right there. So you kind of have to decide, do you want to play aggressively, expose lots of yourself, and maybe challenge the boost or a jump scout, but also get information if they're trying to sneak up on sneaky spot, or do you want to play passively and just wait for this spot? Usually got a mate right here, playing support main, and he will again have problems if he doesn't have intel on sneaky spot if he wants to peek. But he can also just like hold his angle. The other spot of course is on the left side of garage. This is usually a uncommon spot because to get this pick right here you have to expose quite a lot of yourself, and as you can see my scope only lasts until about this, so if someone is boosted up here you will not see him and you will get killed. So I usually do not recommend this spot. You can try to alternate between the two, or maybe just like try this every once in a while. It's easier if you're surviving the first shot or missing the first shot to fall back right here, because you're instantly behind cover, but you're also kind of in the noob corner and you have to flash yourself out to get back. So it's really kind of a risky thing to do. If you're playing here, of course, you might also be shot from the terrorists while they're running from the boxes to T-Red, so make sure to retreat right here, really hug this corner, and try to get like another kill right here when they're pushing behind T-Red. You want to hug this corner because you don't want to get killed from silo or main. You can see that people still will be able to see you, so don't push out too much. You will be safe from main but not from silo, and if you're all the way back here you will be exposed to both. So hugging this corner in the inside when you're trying to get a kill behind, if they're pushing behind T-Red right here, and then falling back behind CT-Red is a really good option. The other primary spot is because right here behind CT-Red, which again you can do the same as the right side of garage, all the same, but you can also push all the way to the left to get cover and to check for silo and for main roof. And usually if you're right here checking this, they won't see you right there, so you can alternate between those two. So this is a really good spot to play. There are 2 secondary spots right here. If you know they're pushing and someone's giving you intel, you can try to get a pick right here, and then may fall back to your secondary spot, but be careful, because right here you're exposing yourself quite a bit. But it's kind of a, again, you can try to get another pick and fall back again and fall down. It's the thing about these 2 spots right here is that they are really uncommon, so you might be able to surprise someone, but just make sure to just not play them very often and fall back immediately. The last primary spot that I have for you guys is when you're going up here in heaven, and your upper cat or upper heaven or upper outside, depending on what you want to call it, is this spot. Of course you can see all the T-Red stuff, you can see main roof a little, and you can see behind the boxes. And if they're pushing out, they're usually watching like garage and the other spot, maybe even secret, but usually they're not looking up here. So it's easier to just try to look those in those places, this area, instead of looking up here, and you really have a really good advantage on them right there. Only negative side is your barrel might be sticking out, and if that is the case, someone from silo might be able to wallbang you right there. Of course you will be able as well, but you have to get the intel first to make sure not to push out too far. Maybe try to get the pick and then fall back. The thing is right here you're kind of exposing yourself a lot. It's a high risk, high reward place, and I would definitely recommend that you try it out, but again, try to alternate between all the places. Maybe sneaky spot right there, the left side or better said right side of garage, depending on which side you're looking from, and maybe this up heaven. Last but not least, you can also play, if you're just normally playing in heaven right here, try to get a pick from right there and just fall back into heaven and try and do that. There's also another secondary spot as support, because you can then line yourself up right here and try to get a pick, and if you fall back all the way to right here they won't be able to pick you. But again, you have to fall down in order to get back up there, because you won't be able to make it with a jump. So these are basically my tips for Awping, a better set of spots that you should be looking out to or be aware of when you're doing the Awping outside on CT side or Nuke. There's one last flash that I could recommend if you missed the first pick right here, and there was only one guy or maybe two guys, so they're not pushing out. Or maybe if they're pushing out as well, just throw a nade right there. Screw that one up because I walked. Just stand still and throw it. You see, it's not really blinding you at all. However, it will blind everyone else who's moving outside. Of course, if the Awp is watching right here, he won't see it at all. Like if he's double zoomed especially. The other guys might be able to see it and just duck away or something, turn away. But if you miss the first shot, I would really recommend to just like stay behind, or better said next to the blue thing right there, and throw it to this window, and then try to go for the peak again. So again, these were the spots. I hope this was helpful for you guys. I know these are kind of the basic things, and I will do more advanced stuff in the future, but I think that's pretty much all for now, so I hope you enjoyed the video, and Lucky Skill Flicker out.